Children's Day to you, you, and you. And if you're doubting if you're a child, let me just show you this picture to remind you that a certain lawmaker called all of us children. So a very happy Children's Day to you. Now, still on the light note, I would like to draw your attention to something really important. About 5 months ago, something was commissioned, yes, a made in Nigeria helicopter, and finally, it has gone for inspection. The thing is out. We are having our reality soon. This dream is becoming a reality, and a very, very important question to ask is, who will mount the helicopter? Who is going to go first? Will you go? Or are we going to trek to the destination and allow the pilots to meet us there? Only God knows. But welcome to Unplug, where we give you all the stories and everything you need to know happening in Nigeria and outside. I'm talking entertainment, national news, like I said, foreign news, and sports for you. Everything just to make the perfect show and updates that you need for the day. Of course, this is brought to you by every NG, and my name is Judith. Now let's go into the headlines proper. Unplug. Now, first up on today's show, we have Laycon. Yes, and this one, I'm sorry, is not good news for the Icons because a very angry Manchester United fan decided to rain curses on Laycon, and it all started with banter. So there's something you need to know. When people are upset, especially after watching a football match, you have to mind your utterances. But Laycon wasn't warned in time because he was just talking about Manchester United and their loss, and then small banter or just small play. He said, wisdom in the mud, and this person came down heavy, saying all sorts like, oh, this is why you never make it in life, this is why your music will not blow, all the money you want from BBNaija will go down the drain. And I was like, did Manchester pay you? Is there a problem here? Why are you so angry? But of course, the Icons went to Lacon's defense and they dragged this man. You know how the Icons do. When they want to come out for their own, they do it fully. Moving on from that, we have Patoranking in the news, and he's part of the people that will always celebrate Children's Day because today is his birthday and he turns 31 today. So congratulations and happy birthday to you, Patoranking. Moving on from that, we have Seun Kuti. Yes, this Seun Kuti that has been giving us trouble since he's back again. And in this statement that he made, in a viral video, he said that the only way we can stop banditry and thuggery in Nigeria is if all the politicians, he didn't leave anybody else, he said if all the politicians make a list of the people that they've given guns to, maybe when they were trying to steal ballot boxes, or how the thing goes now, election time, political thuggery, all the people that they armed for political thuggery, to go back and collect those arms from them, because now that there's no election, on ground, these people don't have anything to do and they're making use of these arms. That's according to Seun Kuti. So he's saying that the only way we can get rid of, bandits and thugs in Nigeria is to make a list and go to those people and collect all the arms. Wow, interesting. All right, moving on from that, Regina is in the news, and our thoughts and prayers are for her because she is in the hospital again, just weeks after undergoing a surgery. Now, she didn't give any details as to what is wrong, but she posted a picture of her arm on Snapchat, bandaged with a drip and all whatnot, and people have been praying for her, hoping that she's okay, and we really, really hope that she's fine. Now, still on Daniel's family, do you know that Regina's mom pulled her legs yesterday? Yes, she literally did, because while people were talking about her getting married to a younger person, her son came out to confirm that it was just a movie scene. Imagine. And she was posting stuff about true love, people were flying with it, she was saying, "Are they cash cruise? Forget, I think we're really going with the cruise." But yeah, her son came out to confirm that it was actually from a movie scene and not an actual marriage. So there you have it. Now, something really weird happened in Ekiti State, and I'm here to give you the updates, of course, as about 100 students from the Ekiti State Health Sciences and Technology Institution passed out after the school did some sort of fumigation. Now, nobody is sure as to what happened, what kind of chemicals were used, but over 100 students were hospitalized. Thankfully, more than half of them were discharged just after receiving some medical care, while 36 of them were left in medical care, and about 2 of them sent out to Ado-Ekiti for more examination because maybe their cases were a bit more serious than the others. And people are asking, what kind of fumigation did they do that over 100 people passed out? Who knows? We'll definitely give you the updates once that story develops. Now, some more national stories. We have Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, who is a lawmaker and wife to a famous political godfather, Bola Tinubu. Now this time around, people have been dragging her on the internet after a video made its way to the net, and people saw her confronting her colleague. And according to that video, she called the lady a thug. Now people are like, is it thug or dog? Who knows? But some people heard thug, some people heard dog. Regardless, she insulted this lady, called her a thug, and the two women were having a go at it. I mean, so many people, other lawmakers had to stand between them, asking for her to apologize, and so much. Everything just happened so fast, and people are like, this lady, calm down now. What happened? Why did you have to call this lady a dog? And the other person was really agitated. You can see her there like, you're calling me a dog? Really? You're calling me a dog? You know how these things go. But yeah, there you have the updates on Oluremi Tinubu. Now, on more national stories, we have Governor Wike doing what he knows how to do. Now, Governor Wike came out to say that if he sees the former Niger State Governor, Babangida Aliyu, anywhere close to his state, he's going to flog the hell out of him. Now, people are like, oh man, you're exaggerating. Did he really say flog? Yes, in the video, he said, I will flog the hell out of Aliyu. People are like, what kind of problems are these people having? According to reports, they're having crisis within the PDP party, and of course, both politicians are in that party. So maybe they have a backlog of issues that led to this statement. Who knows? But people are like, flog. We can do it, so let's be careful, let's move around carefully. Now, some foreign news. This is unfortunately not good news, as a 13-year-old girl had her appendix and some parts of her bowel removed after she tried a TikTok stunt. Now, according to the mother of the young lady, she tried using magnetic balls to form a tongue piercing, which is what she watched on TikTok. Now, according to the instructions given on TikTok, you're supposed to place the ball one on top of your tongue and the other under to give, an illusion of a tongue piercing. Well, unfortunately, while trying out this trick, this young lady ended up swallowing about 15 of these magnetic balls, and they went, got stuck in her bowel, and before you know it, she was throwing up black substances, and they had to rush her to the hospital. Now, while this happened, it was also brought to light that an 11-year-old is on his deathbed after trying the same trick, but unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get all the magnetic balls out, and he's currently fighting for his life. Wow. Parents need to be careful, with what their children consume and the kind of tricks or contents that they consume generally, because this girl's case could have easily gone south. Maybe her mom wasn't paying so much attention, and anything could have really happened. Finally, we have some sports for you, which is always how we close the show every day. And Manchester United fans, it's not an easy time for you. And especially, Marcus Rashford is not the favorite person on the internet right now for his performance on that game. But on the bright side, Chukwueze really did us proud, because remember, Nigerians were praying that he gets the same grades that his colleagues have. And I mean, Villarreal won, so it's a win-win for us as Nigerians. But Manchester United fans, as I mentioned earlier in the show, are not finding it funny. There you have it, all the updates for you today. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the show. This is brought to you by Every NG. And until next time, I want you to stay safe and have fun.